So the second R that we're going to talk about today as it relates to the 7 R's of your personal brand is relevance. How are you being relevant in your industry? How are you being relevant in your space? How are you being relevant at work? And when I speak about relevance as it relates to personal branding, it really means, are you at the top of your game? Are you providing valuable information to your ideal target audience? Have you even identified who that audience is? And how are you staying above other individuals that could be in your same space? So an example I'll give is even for me through personal branding and, with Garrett Communications. So even though we've been in the industry for, as I said, 10 years, I have been in marketing and PR for over 16 years, but the agency will be 10 next month. And we are always trying to figure out how can we stay relevant in our market. And not just staying relevant, but also what can we do better? How can we further differentiate ourselves in the industry while still providing great value to our ideal target audience? And so we do that in different ways. One, we're always trying to find out what is happening in the marketplace globally. So not just here in Jamaica, we want to know what are the trends in the PR industry, what are the trends in lifestyle, because that's what we focus on a lot here at Garrett Communications. We try to attend events, conferences, anything that can add value to what we're doing or that can get us to start thinking a little bit differently. And so we are always trying to seek additional information to remain relevant and to be even better than we are today. And, it has a lot to do with differentiation. So even with, I would say, personal branding, and as a personal branding coach, I'm still always trying to see what else can I do to add additional value to my space. And how do I continue to remain relevant? And no matter what industry you're in, I think there are different ways that you can do that. So for some, it may be to get a different kind of degree. It may be to do a certificate course or some kind of program in something else that adds value to what you're currently doing. Or it could simply be sitting down and having a conversation with another expert in industry and learning more about what they're doing and how they're doing it. Or it could be simply doing a Google search. It could be reading articles. I still follow websites like Inc.com, Entrepreneur.com. I'm a member of the Public Relations Society of America, so I'm always getting emails about what is trending in my industry. Or you go to conferences and events. And some people may think, okay, well, I don't have this kind of money to spend to go to these different conferences or these different events or to hire a coach or to hire somebody. And that's fine, because there's a lot of information on the internet that you can use to help build your brand and to remain relevant in your space, in your industry, amongst your colleagues. And so what I want you to really think about is whatever industry you're in, what is it that you can do that will help you to remain relevant in your space so that you will always be that go-to person, that expert, that problem solver for your particular industry. So as I said, there are a lot of ways that you can do this that are free. It's about doing research. It's about really first identifying who your audience is and who you're trying to serve. And then doing the research to see what's happening in your space. What are others doing in your space? What are your competitors doing in your space? How can you do it differently? How can you do it better? And then seeing what are the resources that are available to you. So what I've done now is, even for myself, I do have a budget for growth. And when I say growth, I mean that's for my mindset and development. So I try to attend conferences. I try to participate in different kinds of workshops. I seek the advice of a coach, because I am also trying out different things to find the right fit for my ideal audience, to ensure that I'm always delivering value and that I'm still top of mind when it comes to my area of expertise. And so what I want to encourage you to do today is to think a little bit more about your area of expertise. Are you being relevant right now to your space? Are you really providing the right kind of value and information that can really help your clients, your audience, your ideal tribe, your community. How are you consistently adding value? So even if I think about what I'm trying to do right now, even with these posts about, what I believe are the 7 R's of personal branding, it's because I believe this is something relevant to my space. And I think it's something that can add value to you, the individual that's watching this video right now. And it's relevant. It's relevant for me, and I also think it's relevant for you. So take the time today to think a little bit about, are you being relevant in your space? And if you're not, how can you be more relevant? How can you consistently add value, develop your brand, differentiate, and stand out from everyone else in your space?